Okay, people, so today we're going to be discussing the insane truth about consecutive losses. 90% of traders get this wrong, actually. So, let's start with the first point I want to go into. A loss doesn't really mean your analysis was wrong, it means the market paid you to be wrong at that specific time. Think of, let me give you an example. Like, for example, you trade in your strategy for the whole month of September. For the first 3 weeks of September, your strategy was actually booming. You're winning most of your trades and everything just happening in line. You have a 60% win rate, so you're winning most of your trades. And then on the last week of September, you just lose three trades back to back. So you had a consecutive loss of three, or you had three losses back to back, which makes it consecutive, right? So when you have that three back-to-back losses, you're starting to question your strategy. You're starting to say, "Oh, my strategy actually working? Because if my strategy working, why have three losses back to back?" But let me show you something, right? When I stumble across that information, it literally changed my trading trajectory. Okay, so let's say for the example we're talking about, you have a 60% win rate. As we can see, the probability of seeing at least X number of consecutive losing trades with a 50 trade period, that means over 50 trades, the probability of seeing one, at least two consecutive losses for a 60% win rate is 100%. So out of 50 trades, basically what I'm telling you is out of 50 trades, if you take 50 trades, the probability that you lose two trades in a row is 100% based on your win rate. And let's go on a higher win rate. So let's say you have a 95% win rate. Over 50 trades, the probability of you experiencing two consecutive losses is 11.5%. So you could literally look at that chart and basically know what to expect in your strategy. Like for example, let's say I back tested my strategy over 300 trades and I find out my strategy is a 55% win rate strategy. If I have if I have a 55% win rate, if I have a 55% win rate and I end up experiencing probably four consecutive losses, I could just look at the chart and see, okay, that's normal for my strategy, right? Because as we see it on the chart, we have an 86% chance of experiencing four consecutive losses with a 55% win rate. So when you see the chart, it making you see that experiencing these amount of losses is totally fine with your win rate. So it basically helping your psychology loads. It helping your psychology loads and it keeping you confident in your strategy. Because if you know four consecutive losses is to be expected with your 55% win rate, you know that is to be expected. It's not coming like a surprise. So you know that's to be expected. It giving you confidence in your trading strategy. So if you take four consecutive losses in a row, nothing not happening to your psychology. You're still trading the same exact way, the same exact strategy, and that would increase your profitability. So that's the point number one I wanted to go into. A loss doesn't mean your analysis is wrong. Or consecutive losses doesn't mean your analysis is wrong. It means the market paid you to be wrong at that specific time. Because it's all about win rate and probabilities. Now, number two, if you change your strategy during a loss streak, you'll never know if it would have worked. Or you would basically miss out on the gain the strategy would be providing. Let me give you an example. Let's say for the month of September, in the first week of September, I experienced three consecutive losing trades. And I know my win rate is 55%. If I go on the chart and I look on the chart, I experience three consecutive losses and my win rate is 55%. The chart is basically telling me You have a 99% chance that you experience three consecutive losses over a 50 trade period. Over 50 trades basically. With that information, I know that after the three consecutive losses, each other loss would be less probable to get. For example, on the 55%, two consecutive losses 100%, three consecutive losses 99%, four consecutive losses is 86%, and so on. The higher the amount of consecutive losses, the less likely it will be that it going to keep on giving you consecutive losses. So yeah, I go like fried right now, but I try to make that video because tomorrow I have to walk the whole of the island from Grosley to Viewport, and when I come home, I'm not having enough time to do the video, and I want to post a video every day. I don't want to post a video every day. I post a video every day until probably I die. So yeah, um, I kind of fried right now. So bear with me now. If you change your strategy during a losing streak, you're basically missing out on the gains of when the losing streak stop. So if your losing streak stop, let's say you are trading a strategy and in that strategy you lose four consecutive trades and then you switch your strategy. If you didn't switch the strategy after the four consecutive trades, that period of losing would basically stop. And then you would have a period of winning. You basically cutting out that period of winning and you taking the four losses and then you switching your strategy. It not making any sense. You just have to stick with the strategy to see if it would have worked or if it would have not. But if you backtest your strategy, then you could have a lot of confidence and know that that strategy going to work. So that's point number two for you. Let's go to point number three. During a streak, the biggest danger isn't the losses, but the revenge trading that follows. So, let me give you all another example. Picture a guy called Brian. He trades every single day, and now he's experiencing a losing streak of three. So he have three consecutive losses in a row while trading. Brian basically let in the three consecutive losses, which is totally normal for his win rate, given that his win rate is 60%, three consecutive losses have a 95% chance of happening. So that means you're supposed to be expecting that. But Brian is a jackass. He is not expecting that. So when he see three consecutive losses, he's starting to say, oh my gosh, that strategy not working. So now he's starting to break the rules of his strategy, which is called revenge trading. For example, let's say he took a short position. Brian went ahead. Brian took a short position right there. And then, okay, not there. Not there. Let's say Brian took a short position right there, planning that price go lower. That's based on his strategy. And then price went up and hit his stop loss right there. After price hit his stop loss, that's his third consecutive losing trade. So that's his third trade losing in a row. So his mind starting to race. His mind telling him, oh, you just enter another trade probably going up. And then you might win because your strategy kind of not working now. It's basically not having confidence in your strategy. That's what the whole video coming down to. Have confidence in your strategy and use the chart to build the confidence in your strategy. So if you have a 55% win rate, like for example, let's say Brian had a 60% win rate and you see three consecutive losses, Brian should not be worried at all because on the chart it's showing you that you have a 95% chance that that's going to happen. It's going to happen. You cannot avoid it. So try and avoid the losing streak, making it worse for yourself. You literally just have to go through the flame. That's the whole point of the video. Just go through the flame. Go through the losses. It's part of the process. It's going to end. But Brian, on the other hand, not thinking so. He letting his psychology get into his head. He letting his own head get into his head. So after he lose that third losing trade, he's starting to say, "Oh shit, that strategy not working. Let me try something different." He try and enter right there, hoping that price is going to go higher, but he lose another trade. He lose another trade because price start going down lower. And if he had followed his strategy and just not take that uptrend trade because it's not in his strategy, he would have only have three losses and price would have go down. The next day he could have come, he could have executed his strategy again, and then price go in his favor and he win. So changing your strategy up when you at a losing, I would say like in a losing streak, is the worst thing you could ever do. Just follow your strategy. That's if you know it profitable. That's if you know the win rate good. That's if you back test it already and know it profitable. If not, then you in a different eye. Like talking to people that know the strategy working, you just have to trust that the strategy working. You literally have to see the flame. You literally have to see the flame, right? Let's picture that as fire. They have a flame right there. They have flames right there. That's the losses, right? That's a pedestrian road. That's a road. And they have flames at the side, all of them. But after is water. After is puddles. Puddles of water. Puddles of, they have gold. They have bricks of gold. They have rewards. They have your dream car. Oh my gosh, let me draw that dream car there. They have your dream car, a Mustang that you're going to drift when you get it, right? But before you walk that road, there are flames. Or during the path of walking the road, there are flames that you have to pass through. The flames are the losses. Losses. You have to pass through the losses. Don't try and turn away, go on that side or go on that side or try and avoid the losses. You literally have to walk through the loss. You have to walk through those consecutive losses so you could get to where you know you're going to end up, which is puddles of water, everything cool, everything calm, everything collective. We have gold, the molecular name for gold. I don't know, molecular name or chemical name for gold is AU. That's why I write AU instead of the bar of gold. So that's supposed to be a bar of gold. You have a Ferrari. You could check on yourself with. You know that's at the end of the losses. The losses basically is just a period in time. That's something you cannot stop. You just have to pass through. The more resistance you put against losing, like the more resistance you put against losing, the more not wanting to lose you are, the more you will lose. Anything you resist, you attract. So you literally just have to walk inside of the losses like it's a normal thing and get over with it. So that's today's video. Well, Sunday's video. I'm recording that right now at 11:48 in the night because I don't want to miss a video tomorrow. I know when I come from that walk is 42 miles. I want to be walking 42 miles. I'm getting up tomorrow at 5 o'clock to do that walk. I'm probably going to show you all the video when I drop it on my whilst I doing a trading live trading session. I probably just going to show on my channel because I have a whole other YouTube channel where I just do exploration and stuff like that. But yeah, that's today's video. The insane truth about consecutive losses. 90% of traders get this wrong. I do hope, I know I provide value there today. So thank you so much for watching. And looking forward to seeing you guys in future. I don't know, in future stuff, future scenarios. I already know you there. Oh my gosh, that will take so long to fucking. I just want to move all and things there.